Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to go through the tagging system in McAfee ePo, why it's important, how powerful it actually is, and why you should use it to make your life a little easier. Um, so first, let me show you where tags are located. So if you go to Menu, Systems, you'll see Tag Catalog. In here, you will see all your tags. So you can see I have a workstation tag, a server tag, and a domain controller tag. I'm going to delete that real quick, and then we will recreate it just to show you how this works. So the first thing you're going to want to do is know what requirements machines have to meet to apply a certain tag that you want. So we've chosen domain controllers here. So we're going to hit a new tag. We're going to name this tag domain controllers just so it's easier to read. And then the criteria are the properties that you want the machine that has a McAfee agent installed to meet before this domain control tag is applied to it in ePo. So for instance, if you know that every domain controller in your network is within a certain IP range, you can put that in here. So IP addresses that are between 10, 10, 1, 10 and 10, 10, 1, 20 will all have the domain controller tag applied. Also, you can keep adding. So let's look for the machine name. Where is that? So system name, we're going to do contains DC. So why are you going to do this? Well, you don't want it to do equals because that would limit it to only one machine. Now you can do that if you have one domain controller and that's all you want, but most likely you have more than one. So if you know that every domain controller in your domain contains DC in it and also is within these IP ranges, then then this works perfectly for you. So this domain control tag will be applied to any machine that meets these two criteria. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. I'm not going to do the IP one just because that's not the range my domain controller is in, but I will keep the system name option. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. So once you hit save, you're going to get the option here that says run tag criteria. So let's go ahead and hit that. So now it's going to run it against your machines in your system tree. And let's see if it actually applied. So let's go over to the system tree. And now you see that system name DC1 has the tag domain controller applied to it. You can do even more here. So let's go ahead and go to assign client tasks. No, group details. So you can also add sorting criteria here. So edit. So systems that match any of the following criteria. So add tags. Domain controllers. Hit OK and hit save. So what this does is now any machine that gets added to your system tree that receives a domain controller tag based off the properties that you set will now automatically be sorted into this folder. So into this systems folder, which makes life a lot easier. So because someone can easily, if they have the permissions, move it out of here and you're going to try to figure out where it went, but not just that. If it's not in the correct folder, it's not going to get the correct policies. Because how do you set policies? Through the assign policies tag in this folder here. So it's very important that, at least to me, that all my machines are tagged properly, the correct properties are set, and I organize my APO server so it makes my life so much easier. So let's go back to the tag catalog. You can even create groups here. So if you want to do like site 1. Say you have 2 or 3 sites around the whole world. So site 1, and then within each site, which might be a region, you have sub site 1, and then you have sub site 2, and then in the system tree on the workstations you have site 1 workstations, and then let's create one just to show you here, sub site 1. And then within site 1 there's a sub site 1, and you want to make sure that the proper machines are in this folder with the correct policies. This way you're not manually doing this, because it's easy with 1 to 2 machines. Once you start scaling up to 100, 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, it gets really, really difficult, and you want to automate this as much as possible. So that's why tags are very important, and why you should do it. Super easy to make. You just need a plan of how you want to implement tags based off what properties or criteria that you want it to be sorted by. So now that you have, let's say, your tag set up in your ePo server the way you want it, your group set up, and group details set up properly with the correct tags here, but you are wondering what else you can do. Let me show you how to deploy a product based off tags. This is important because say you have a different subgroup here that says, you named it a special group. You don't want this group to be, you don't want the machines in this group to be in the site 1 sub site 1 group where the other machines are, even though the machines that are in the special group are located in sub site 1. So if you have a setup like that, let me show you how you would deploy based off tags. So go to product deployments. Actually, let me show you where it is. So menu, and then we're going to go to product deployments under software. So let's create a new deployment. Let's call this agent deployment, because that's the only piece of software I currently have. But you can do this with DLP product, RSD product, any product that they offer you. Let me go ahead and choose McAfee agent for Windows. What we're going to do is install. So when you're creating the product, you can do individual systems or tag or group. So you can go and say here and say you want to deploy to everything in site 1, right? But like we explained, what if some machines that are in site 1 are also in the special group? So you can go and hit special group, but what if there are machines from site 2, from site 3, from site 4 for whatever reason in the special group, and you don't want them to get this deployment? But those machines have the tag because they've met the criteria of what you set, whether it's the name, the IP address, the OS type, or whatever it may be. So if that's the case, we're going to go to the tags tab right here, and we're going to select, let's select domain controller for now. And it's going to show you everything that's currently, that has that current tag applied. So we're going to hit OK. And then we're going to go and save this. And now this deployment is going to deploy to any machine that has the tag that you specified. We specified domain controllers. So that's just another way to show you how you can use tags and why it is important. So I know I might have gone through this a little quick for you. If there's anything I missed or you feel that I didn't explain properly, drop me a comment and I'll see if I can answer your question. If I can, I'll try and make another video that can help you out. If you like this video, please subscribe and let me know how you feel.